Let us welcome Dr. Gretchen Jones Torbert to the A Collision with Purpose Project Under the Spotlight.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad to have this opportunity to be interviewed by you. This is absolutely amazing.
Dr. Torbert, I am pleased to welcome you to the A Collision with Purpose Project Under the Spotlight. I'm looking forward to having an engaging, insightful, and interactive conversation with you about a topic that I believe is one of the most consequential concepts in forming how we function as individuals and ultimately what we perceive as our legacy.
So with the Collision with Purpose project, especially with your initiative of doing this, I have had a time to reflect and to think about, well, what is my God-given purpose for even being here, my very essence for existing? I would have to say to be a philanthropist and humanitarian, and mainly to see people to develop and explore their innate abilities to become who they're supposed to be. I look to find the strength, the abilities, the leadership skills in others, and then try to ensure that they are having those things on the forefront to move expeditiously through life and leave a legacy for others to follow.
You know, I thank you for sharing that, because today we're going to talk about purpose, and we're going to talk about legacy, and we're going to talk about we can move others through life in an expeditious way, as you put it, right? So today, I'll be asking you a series of questions relating to purpose. You ready to do it?
Yes, I am. Mm-hmm.
Right? But before we get into purpose, let's talk about your early days. Can you share some information about that?
My early days, wow. I was born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia. I was born and raised by a mother and father who have known each other since they were 5 years old, valedictorian, salutatorian, graduating from high school together, and then matriculating through college and then getting married and having me. So the foundation of my youth was built around education, and in the excellence of that. My mom's a retired administrator, but through those years of going through school, the value that was placed on education was paramount, and it almost really transcend and linked to my purpose even as of today. So it was a triad of things. It was education, spirituality with Christianity, and also just giving back to the society the best way possible. So I saw my mother teach consistently, whether it was in school or at home or even in Sunday school. And then I saw her give everything that she had to others, no matter, she would go without. And then finally, I saw that merge within her concept and ideology of how home life should be. And I began to take on those same traits. Now, however, once I got into the field of education, from having it birthed in me at a very young age, she then moved on into leadership and into being an administrator. And then I saw those same skills transcend to be something even greater. And those things really shaped how I moved through grad school, moved through high school, middle school, as well as elementary school. Success was the beacon. It was the standard. It was the expectation. Anything less than that was not acceptable. Being an overachiever or going the extra mile was the most important thing to do. Without any cause, without any justification. It was just the expectation from the door, which is why you probably heard some of these, as you mentioned, some of the numbers in my bio. It was always do more than enough and give back even more so, and leaving an impression. So I began to learn these different things, even though they were all various things, and they began to merge and center and become who I am as of today. My childhood was a direct reflection of both of my parents and how they conduct themselves in the community and the home, which is the same thing that I try to employ within my own kids and the students that I work with within the system, to teach them that, you know, the making of the name being great, as the Bible states, also requires some effort from you. And it's about choices and consequences and the decisions that you make on a daily basis. And so that was the sure foundation of my home. Education first, respect of others, and most of all, center and submerge in that within the love of God and keeping that spirituality in check.
You speak, the truth that our exposure, especially our early exposure, definitely play a role in who we become and where we're heading in life, right?
Exactly.
I thank you for sharing that.